want a 20-foot snake in a 20-foot container. We're trying to figure out like a design language, like heavy duty industrial, the way we like it. Repurposed materials, you know, for Karma's cage, the big snake, and then possibly some playgrounds and stuff. So I was thinking shipping containers, and my whole concept all along has been that I want a 20-foot snake in a 20-foot container, because I want people to visually see, let's say you wanted to give your animal a cage that was long enough for it to stretch all the way out, here's what you'd need for a mainland. And then if we can have like a 6 by 3 foot cage, which is a very standard size with a nice little super dwarf in it that can stretch all the way out, that's the power of a super dwarf. So anyway, I was looking at 20-foot containers, and there's just no way to get them in that room. Modifying them is going to be a tremendous amount of money with welding and all that stuff. And I'm thinking, okay, how can I minimize the amount of labor needed? Because I really want to push this forward, but still make it look really awesome. I'm just super stoked about this. A 10-foot container has 10-foot sides. They're 8.5 feet tall. You got 2 sides on them, and then they have doors, right? So this would like stand up, right? You have this side here, and then you've got the doors are attached on these heavy-duty beams, right? Like this, on both sides. That side would be there, and then you have these big heavy doors on both sides. What I thought would be cool is, what if we got, instead of buying 20-footers and fabricating the tar out of them, if I buy a 10-footer and I slice it in half, and then I cut the frame off of this part, and so all I have is the frame of one side, that's 10 feet long. Then I slice out this piece of metal so that it's open, and we mount the piece of glass in there. We would just swing the doors out on both sides like this. Then I would have one door on either side like this. So you get, I mean, the doors are some of the best design language of the shipping container. As much as I like having like full glass viewing, I really like my animals to have like an area they can tuck off to the side and hide in. When you open this, these doors are each 4 feet. You have 10 feet here. That's 18 feet. Okay? Then the hardest part is gonna be taking one of these frames that's 8.5 feet and getting it through a door. I don't know how I'm gonna do that yet, but we'll figure it out. All right, so imagine this. Those enclosures are gonna have their vertical playgrounds, and all of these baby cages are gonna be gone. These are going away, they will not be here. We're gonna have 2 more rows of those enclosures with their, you know, vertical playgrounds. And then this whole wall, from that door to that door, will be one of these shipping container sides, where you have a giant glass piece and 2 shipping container doors going out.
On this side.
On this side of this wall. And then on the other side, we're gonna have our larger version, our future versions, not yet designed, of those cages here. We may even flip it, I don't know if it's better, but those enclosures will go here. Hi, Rob. Hi. They'll have little, like, holes, like trap doors, where the, you know, so we're gonna have a couple of cages, I think a stack of 4 or 6 cages here, and they'll be able to jump through the wall into that big thing. And then Karma's cage is gonna go over here. So obviously, like, that's not 8.5 feet. That's our problem, is getting it in here.
How do you fit an 8-foot object through a not 8-foot?
Might be possible to come through the ceiling.
Garrett just looked over at me with a really scared expression and said, I have another idea. So what's your other idea?
Well, it's going to be hard to get that sucker in here because the main frame of it is 10 feet long and 8.5 feet. So 8.5 feet should fit through these double doors. Yeah, that'll fit just barely. But then, like downstairs, you know, we have double doors, we can bring them in, but then it's hard to get them into that zoo room. Eventually, we're probably gonna rip this floor out. So I can just tear a little bit of it out and like kind of drop it down between the rafters and patch it back up or whatever to get her cage downstairs. And then I thought, why does her cage need to be downstairs? Like, we don't really have a solid design idea for this upstairs other than we want to open the thing up.
So you just now decided you want to put Karma's cage up here?
And then we have this giant, beautiful wall right here. You know what I mean? With no windows or anything on it. So what would it be? The coolest thing about shipping containers, they're very strong when you stack them. Right? So now all of a sudden, we're getting like a little challenging again. But if I used another shipping container, at least the posts underneath and like some sidewalls and stuff, why can't we put Karma's cage upstairs right here? The same one, big giant viewing window, doors open, and then in that downstairs where we had those 2 couches and the flag, you know, imagine you have like a metal wall and a little corner post coming out here and here, and then stacked on top of it is a giant enclosure with the Jeep, all of that stuff up here, bigger than it was gonna be because I was only gonna be able to give her like 5 or 6 feet of depth, but up here we could go the full 8 feet out, like stand right here. Wouldn't that be cool? Like looking underneath this beam, with the skylights coming down, full size 10-foot shipping container with 2 open doors, and then, you know, the sides built in right here.
It'd be insane.
That would be really cool.
You're kind of insane. All right, I gotta pause for a second and just explain something about Garrett. When you're experiencing these like dreaming out loud moments, it is a little scary because he gets this expression that's like just slightly dangerous. It's like watching Finley find a whole package of fireworks and matches with no adult supervision. It makes me excited and curious to like see how he's gonna do these things, because I don't doubt that he's gonna do it. I just have no idea how it's actually gonna happen. Oh,
you know, it would be even better. Do you know what's on the other side of this wall?
What's on the other side of this wall, Garrett?
Porch. What would happen if we pulled some of this wall out and we screened this in and gave her like some fresh air? Oh my gosh, I gotta tell Rob. She got like full fresh air, sunlight in the morning, come out whenever she wants. Rob!
Oh, hey.
What if Karma's cage wasn't downstairs? What if it was...
in there.
Yes, we can. We found a way.
How?
I'll tell you how later. But what is this stupid porch area for? It's like worthless. It's beautiful for no good reason.
I contemplate a lot of life's mysteries there.
We take her shipping container.
That's how I know he doesn't listen.
We take her shipping container and cut like an access door to this, and then we put like a heavy metal screen mesh here, big log that comes across. Actually bask in the natural sunlight when she wants, get fresh air.
Dude, that would be pretty cool.
Come outside when it's raining. It's not raining on her, but she can be like out. Wouldn't that be sick? And the best part is like, it's not just better. I think it's cheaper and easier.
Yeah.
We cracked it. We cracked the whole, how do we make the museum code? I think we can make this museum this year. I think we can have it done by the end of 2022.
I got that weird feeling you get when you climb the rope in gym class.
Yeah?
Yeah, like I'm a little scared.
Yeah? But isn't it exciting?
A little bit.
Yeah?
Not gonna lie.
Let's be scared and excited together again, Rob, just like the old days.